So, have you been thinking about turning that food or drink that you love to make for your friends and family into a real business? Or maybe you have gotten started and you've been in it for a little while and you're starting to lose a little bit of motivation and passion. And so you're wondering, what are the keys to success? You know, when something's on your mind and so it pops up everywhere. I feel like I've been talking with so many folks, so many entrepreneurs who are at this place and wondering if they have what it takes to be successful and what that really means. So, this video is going to be a little bit different than a lot of my other videos. A lot of my other videos, I really focus on the how and the steps and the background and the facts and the next things you need to do. But this one is really about getting into your brain and sharing with you what I see as the common themes of when someone will be successful versus when someone is going to give up and quit. For the best packaged food advice, please subscribe to the Food Business Success channel. Click on the bell below to be notified every time I release a new video all about starting and growing a profitable packaged food business. So I want to talk more about the why of your business. Why are you doing this? And share with you some of what I see as common themes with packaged food producers and entrepreneurs of all kinds, of course, but specifically you thinking about starting or growing your packaged food business. This is honestly where I meet a lot of my individual clients that I take on in my business. It's what I call the grow or close stage. If I can catch you early enough when you're just starting, that's even better. But a lot of times people get started all on their own and they get to a certain point in their business, usually a couple of years in, where the passion is waning, the idealism is waning a little bit. They're exhausted because they're working a full-time job and trying to make this work and hustling on the weekends and at night. And they've also done their taxes for a few years in a row and realize that, I'm actually not making any money at this. Maybe I'm breaking even, or worse yet, I have been losing money and paying money out of my personal savings. I don't want that to be you. So, whether you're starting your business, you're just thinking about starting what we call pre revenue, or you've been at it for a little while, watch this video to the end to get some of my insights into what I truly believe is going to contribute to your success in your food business dream. I'm Sari Kimbell. I'm the founder of Food Business Success, and I have helped hundreds of packaged food business entrepreneurs start and grow their packaged food dream and help them get on the shelves of major national retailers, as well as be successful at farmers markets and online. I would love for you to comment below with the type of food that you are considering making. I always love to hear what kinds of businesses people are starting. All right, let's get to it. This is what I see as the number one indicator of success or failure, and that is commitment. Your level of commitment, starting your business, going into your business, or wherever you're at in your business phase, is what is going to determine your success. I see it time and time again. It's what I call jumping into the pool. Some people just want to dip their toe in the water, they want to kind of feel it out, and that's okay. You can do that up to a point. But at some point, you absolutely have to commit, go all in, do a cannonball into the water if you are really going to be successful. Otherwise, I tell people it's actually better to just go ahead and keep making that food or drink for your friends and family and keep it as a hobby, something that you really love. But if you're going into a business, if you're going to start a business, that is a whole other deal that you need to be really, truly committed to. By commitment, I don't mean that you need to put in a certain amount of money or commit a certain number of days to your business. It does mean making a decision to go all in and get 100% wet. And the actual root of the word decision means to cut off. And so I tell my clients that you are cutting off all other options off the table. You're taking everything off the table and you are going all in into your business. But the reality is, before we get to you committing that strongly, there's actually two steps before that. And you're probably already there, otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. The first one is desire. Now, my guess is your desire is very strong when you think about starting this business. You love making this food or drink. You have a strong desire to share it with others. So your desire is at a 10, no question. The next thing is your belief and your belief in yourself and whether you can actually do this. I often see people have a strong belief when they're at this point and considering their business, or that you've gotten started. Clearly, you had a belief that you could do it. You look around and you see other food producers starting businesses, growing businesses. You see people getting onto grocery store shelves. You follow people on Instagram. So your belief is probably pretty high that you can do and start and grow a packaged food business. So desire is strong, belief is strong, and then what comes next is your commitment. And what I typically see is that you have to have a really compelling reason, a why you are doing this business. If you don't have a strong enough why, you will quit. You will quit at the first or second obstacle, the challenge, the roadblock that comes up in your way. So I always want people to really go back and understand and really connect to their why. And so if you're just starting out, make sure your why is really, really strong, that it has an emotional connection. You can see yourself. You really want, you really want to share that food with others. You really believe in it. By not doing this, you're depriving people of something amazing. So really make sure your why is strong. And if you've been doing this for a little while, you might want to go back and think about why you started in the first place and work on renewing that commitment and that compelling reason. So your desire is strong, your belief is strong. So what comes next is your commitment. If you tell me that you are 100% committed and I were to say to you, okay, great. In 6 months, if your business is not off the ground, you're going to give me $10,000. That's where people go, whoa, no, 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 I'm not willing to do that. I'll even lower it. I'll say $1,000. If your business is not off the ground in 6 months, you owe me $1,000. And people still shrink back sometimes. It's like if I were to say to you, will you go to the grocery store today? If you don't, will you give me $1,000? And they're like, yeah, I'm going to the grocery store. It's no big deal. Yeah, I'll give you $1,000 if I don't go. Like, they're committed. They're going to the grocery store. It's a done deal. But when I ask them to commit to their business in the same way, they're like, no, I'm not ready for that. I don't know. Right? So that makes me question their why. Their why is not strong enough. As an extreme example about your why, think about if someone that you loved, if their life was on the line, your compelling reason would be so strong, nothing would get in your way. No amount of time or money or obstacles would get in your way of helping someone you love. So you really need to cultivate that level of commitment to your business. This is happening. This is happening no matter what. I am going to keep at it. I'm going to pick myself up. Every time there's a failure, every time there's an obstacle, I'm going to figure it out. I can tell you 100% that your success of your business will be built on a pile of failures. Let me tell you about my adventure, my dipping my toe into starting a food business. And this was before I ever started Food Business Success. and my consulting business. Um, I started a black garlic company with a friend. The numbers were there, the demand was there, the ingredients, the supply was there, even the kitchen was there. I was managing a commissary kitchen, working with packaged food business entrepreneurs just like yourselves. And so it's like all the pieces were there, it all added up. And then we ran into some roadblocks, some obstacles. And I honestly, my why was not strong enough, just matter of factly, and neither was my partner's. So we hit a couple of roadblocks. We tried to solve them kind of haphazardly. We didn't want to throw any more money at the issue. The desire just waned, and the reason was not strong enough. So we gave up. That was really all there was to it. I truly believe we could have figured it out and we could have committed and kept going, even in the face of those obstacles, if our why was strong enough. And it just wasn't. So, nothing wrong with that. Nothing went wrong. It was a great experience. I have taken that experience into the work that I do now, working with packaged food entrepreneurs, and it has really helped me to identify the folks who I know are going to make it in the long run, and the ones that I encourage actually to maybe not pursue this, or that it might be time to close their business. If you are thinking about starting a packaged food business, be sure to check out my other videos about what you can expect, how much it's going to cost, what are the licenses you need. There's lots of great how-to videos here. But I hope today's video has really got you thinking about your why. Starting a food business or going after, frankly, any goal in your life is going to take more of a commitment than I just hope this works out for the best, right? Your resilience is going to be way too low when things start to happen, when the obstacles come up. Your brain is going to tell you to seek comfort, to not do risky things. It wants to be in status quo. And so you are challenging your brain to get outside of yourself, to do hard things, to take risks. So that compelling reason really has to be strong. Commitment includes risk. It invites risk immediately. The second you make a commitment, you are now in a risky territory. And your brain is going to tell you to seek comfort, to not do this risky thing. This is scary. Don't do that. So your why has to be really, really strong. And if you're feeling like that why isn't strong enough right now, whether you haven't started, you're thinking about starting, or you have started and you're feeling a little burnt out, I want you to really take some time before you do anything else, before you invest any more money or time, to go back and really write down what is your reason. And if it's not strong enough now, then how can you make it stronger? How can you nurture it and cultivate your compelling reason? I would love to know in the comments below what your why is. What is keeping you going? Why do you want to do this hard thing? Starting a business is not easy. And I can tell you that from my own experience, both starting a packaged food business and doing my full-time consulting company and food business success. It is hard work. It is overcoming obstacles. It is putting yourself out there in ways that you never imagine yourself doing. Be sure to grab my top 10 mistakes and how to avoid them free PDF by clicking the link below in the comments. Your compelling reason, the why, is one of the first mistakes that I see people make, not having a strong enough commitment. But be sure to read over the other 9 mistakes. I think they're really going to help you out as you go about your business. Again, please like, subscribe, comment below. It really helps me grow the Food Business Success YouTube channel. And finally, if you want to join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs supporting each other, as well as getting the answers you need to your food business questions quickly and correctly, I want to invite you to join my monthly membership coaching program. For just $97 a month, you get access to me 2 times a month on a video call where you can ask me questions about your business, either starting it or growing it to the next level. And you also get 24/7 access in our private community group where I answer your questions as well as other members in that group do as well. I would love to help you flatten your learning curve, keep your commitment strong, and make your food business real.